Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a brown smoky eye for you guys for Valentine's Day. You don't have to do the typical girly girl, pretty in pink look for Valentine's. Wanted to do something a little bit more sultry. So going in with MAC Uninterrupted in the crease with a large fluffy brush. You're going to go ahead and blend that into the crease. I have already put tape on my eyes so I could give myself the cat eye shape. Without having to do a whole lot of cleaning up with makeup wipes and all that good stuff. So you want to really get that blended. You can be kind of messy with it. I'm just blending it all over my crease, a little bit down onto my lid, as well as a little bit in the outer V of my eye, just so that when we start adding the darker colors, everything is going to blend a lot more seamlessly. So this key to this look is blending. You're going to want to blend all of your shades very well. That way, like I said, so that everything is nice and seamless. So next we're going in with the Lorac Pro palette with, I believe that color is Sable. And I'm taking that on a fluffy domed crease brush. I'm placing that into the crease of my eye. Now you want to start out with a very small amount of product and work your way up to the desired intensity that you want. As you see, I keep kind of going back into the palette, adding a little bit more of that sable color. Now, if you don't have this exact palette, then you just basically want to find 3 shades of brown eyeshadow, a light, medium, and darker tone. That way you can create the gradient of the brown smoky eye. So basically this look is just all blending, guys. Just keep blending, blending, blending till your heart is content. And I'll have everything listed in the down bar, what brushes I used, and all the products in detail as well. Alright guys, next we're going into that Espresso color in the palette, and we're going to use a flat shader brush to pat the color on the eye. You definitely want to pat this color on the eye so you get a darker kind of concentration of the color. If you use a swiping motion, it's going to distribute the color all over the eye without making it as dark. So you just want to keep layering this color up on the eye in the patting motion. As you can see here, I'm just kind of dabbing it on my lid. That way you get a nice opaque brown color. I really, really, really love this brown because it's almost like a grayish, bluish brown, and it creates a lot of interesting definition and dimension to this brown smoky eye that we're creating here. Next, we're going in with Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Eye Booster in the color Ultra Black. And if any of you are new to using liquid liner, gel liners, tape is a really good guideline you can use. It'll help you get a perfectly straight edge on your liner so you don't have to worry about going back in with concealer or makeup remover wipes to correct any mistakes. It is awesome because it's going to make that eye look a lot more crisp and clean versus being slightly messy if you're a little bit new to using these darker shades and doing a winged eyeliner. Next, the moment of truth. I hate putting tape on my eyes. I have really, really sensitive eyes, and it's so refreshing to get this tape removed from my under eyes. As you can see, the look of pleasure in my face of getting that off of my face. But it is really helpful, guys. If you can tough it out by putting the tape on your eyes, it is going to give you a nicer, cleaner, crisper eye makeup look. Alright guys, so next I'm going in with the new NYX highlighting pencil. I forgot the name of it exactly. It's like a Hydra Touch highlighting pencil in the orange tone, just to correct underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my IT Cosmetics Airbrush concealer brush, I think is what this is called, just to kind of smooth that out under the eyes in those darker areas. Next, we're going in with foundations. I'm using my Rimmel Stay Matte and a little bit of an e.l.f. foundation. I'll have the exact names of these products and colors listed in the down bar. And I'm going to mix those two shades together, as the Rimmel one is a little bit too light for me and the e.l.f. one is way too dark for me. So I'm going to mix those together. These still are not my exact match at all. But when I film in the evening like I am now, I don't like using my really good foundations unless I'm going to get a full wear out of them. So I use some of my less expensive ones when I film in the evening. So this color match is not exactly completely right. It does give me more of a neutral to pinkier undertone when my skin is actually more yellowy undertoned, but it definitely works, and you work with what you got. So go ahead and mix all those together and then just start rubbing it all over your face. And as you can see, when I put it on my face, it looks like it matches fairly well. When I blend it out, it's just a smidgen too light for me, even with mixing in that darker shade. But it's okay. Once we add the bronzer and whatnot to the face, it will be okay. So then we're going to go ahead and go in with the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Foundation Brush. And I love this brush. It gives a very nice finish to the skin. It doesn't leave brush strokes or anything like that. So just go ahead and get all that blended in and add more in areas of concern. Like, I didn't do any spot concealing on my face. So if you want, you could go back in with a little bit more of that foundation just to put a little bit of extra coverage. But this foundation mixture by itself does provide pretty darn good coverage, which I do enjoy. So the next, going in with the NYX HD Concealer in the color CW04. Gonna go ahead and do the typical highlighting slash concealing under the eyes. We're gonna put a little bit on our forehead just to balance out the brightness, and a little bit up the bridge of our nose and around the sides of our nose where I tend to get hormonal redness. So then we're just going to go back in with that Airbrush concealer brush and go ahead and blend that out underneath the eyes and all the areas that you applied that concealer. So here, guys, what I'm about to do is I'm going to go in with my foundation brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend the areas where I put that concealer with the foundation so there's no weird lines of like disconnect or demarcation. That way everything is kind of a smooth transition on the face. And then next we're going to go ahead and go in with our contouring. So I've already powdered my face. I've already set my under eye concealer with that yellow color and powdered with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. And just going in with the brown shade in that Wet n Wild contour palette with a angled Real Technique brush. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it is a great brush for cream products as well as blending in any powder contour. So I'm just going to place that into the hollows of my cheeks, blending upwards. And also we're going to be placing that on our jawline, on our forehead, and blending all that out. Next, going in with an e.l.f. blush with the color name that I cannot remember right now, but it will be in the down bar. And just go ahead and brush that on the apples of your cheeks, going backwards towards your hairline. I love this shade because it's kind of a bronzy color, and it just warms up your cheeks just enough without giving too much pinky or coral color. Just kind of looks like a bronzer that you're adding on. So next, going back into that Lorac palette and the Sable color, I'm just putting that on the lash line with the same brush we used to pack the color on the lid. I like how this brush lays the color underneath the eye because it kind of blends it for you. It doesn't create any harsh lines, and it just makes it be a nice kind of a shadow underneath your lash line. And then next what I'm doing is I'm taking the white and a little tiny bit of the cream shade in the Lorac palette and putting that on the areas that I left a little bit blank without any of the dark shadow, just so this eye look is not completely dark. We just have a little bit of brightness to the inner corner of the eye, no sparkle, no sheen, just the nice matte white and matte cream shade from the palette. And just go ahead and pack that on there to your desired level of intensity. Next, we're going in with MAC Whirl Lip Liner. Go ahead and line those lips, and then we're going to follow that up with Whirl Lipstick from MAC as well. Time to check ourselves out, and brows done, look complete, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!